When it comes to the quote-unquote La Media and clutch sports, they get more and more desperate year by year and season by season. And when it comes to LeBron versus Jordan debate, the only card they can play is about longevity and total stats. And unfortunately for these guys, the majority of fans see through that BS and the narratives. As in ranking players, evaluating players, longevity, it is great, but not the end-all be-all. With that being the case, then they have to contort logic, twist facts, to put LeBron over Jordan and justify their insanity.
It's nobody in the history of sports that has had the pressure that LeBron James has had.
But LeBron is the first player to have to deal with a 24/7, 365 news cycle of sports.
Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates.
I heard that. I wish I didn't hear that, but I just heard that.
Listening to some of those clips right there, it is downright embarrassing lengths they'll go to prop LeBron James up versus Michael Jordan. And what does that bring us to? The 2024 Olympics. And looking at Team USA specifically, the basketball team, what's the coverage been primarily? LeBron James, 24/7, 365. It's more of a LeBron fest, LeBron celebration than about the actual team. And some of the popular narratives I've seen out of the games. Well, LeBron James, the best player in the world, the best American, a top 5 player, and more valuable and impactful than Kevin Durant. These talking points, these narratives, they're circulated on ESPN, social media, Fox Sports, wherever you go. And it just gets downright annoying when those narratives, those false lies, leak into the actual game, the coverage of basketball. Case in point, Dwayne Wade, who bends over backwards for his boo-thing LeBron James when he makes uncontested layups.
He was an all-star back in 2013 and then...
Listen, that made me take the headset off.
Now, speaking of bending over, we have Nick Wright, one of the biggest LeBron fans, if not the biggest LeBron fan, in the entire media. And Nick Wright, he goes one step further, saying LeBron James, his legacy to him, is more important than Team USA.
I'm not trying to sound unpatriotic. I care more about LeBron's legacy than Team USA, and for LeBron's legacy, this is unbelievable.
For someone to be that blatant, that obvious with their agenda, it is quite astounding. On some levels, I respect it, but on other levels, I'm kind of embarrassed for him. As the Olympics, historically speaking for basketball, it's not about one guy, one superstar, it's about the team. When you're talking about the dream team, it's about Jordan, Bird, Barkley, the whole cast, the whole crew. Dream Team 2, about Shaq, Hakeem, David Robinson, the team as a whole. The same goes to the 08 team, the 2012 team, and so on and so on. But for the 2024 team, it is very, very clear it is all about LeBron James for the media. Now, having some foresight, knowing how the media works, what are they going to do once USA wins gold if they win gold? They're going to say LeBron James getting his 3rd gold medal definitively puts him over Jordan. I guarantee you they're going to start saying it, if not some fans already saying it. And like always, it is extremely desperate and moving the goalposts. As for years, decades, really the entire NBA's history, gold medals USA basketball never been a metric, a standard for a player's greatness or their standing all time. I mean, someone like Kevin Durant, who might have 4 gold medals, he's not going to be called better than Steph Curry because he has 3 more gold medals at the Olympics. A guy like Kareem, who never won an Olympic gold medal, that isn't held against him in his overall career and legacy. And someone like Melo, who has 3 gold medals, isn't called a top 5 small forward because of those gold medals. In general, he's not regarded as that at all because he won 0 NBA championships. And there's the problem. This narrative now of gold medals, Olympic play mattering so much to put LeBron over Jordan isn't consistent from player to player or debate to debate. That's my biggest problem with LeBron fans and the media. What they said 5 years ago doesn't apply to what they're saying currently. What they said 5 days ago doesn't apply to what they're saying 5 seconds ago. These people are never consistent and always move the goalposts. Now, with that being known, let's indulge them and go down this rabbit hole of Olympic play, international play, just mattering so much in these debates.
There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
In Team USA's basketball history since the 1930s, only 3 times have they failed to win gold. 1972 when they got silver, 88 when they got bronze with amateurs, and 04 when they got bronze with pros, the only time in the pro-Olympic era.
This coffee smells like shit. It is shit, Austin.
For some perspective, USA basketball's history outside of those games is 139-3. That Olympic team, they lost 3 games in 8 matches. That's downright embarrassing. And I can already hear the excuses. Well, you know, LeBron, he was 19, 20 years old. He was young, he was only a rookie, had never played internationally. I can hear the excuses already. But here's the thing. If your guy is the quote-unquote guy, the GOAT, the best of all time, him being benched in the Olympics behind Melo and Wade, guys from his own draft class, that on its own is a damning fact. And again, I tell you guys, if you want to add Olympic play onto the resume, it is a very slippery slope for LeBron fans. Now, going with the age excuse LeBron James, him only being 19, 20 years old, let's apply to Michael Jordan in his career. As in 1983, at 19 years old in the Pan American Games, led USA to a gold medal and undefeated 8-0 record. The following year in 84, at age 20 in the actual Olympics, once again led USA to an 8-0 record and a gold medal. And his stats in that tournament, 17 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 1.5 steals. Michael Jordan by age 20 international play was a perfect 16-0. Even more impressive than that, in the pre-Olympic trials versus actual NBA pros, he went 8-0 for stacked rosters that had Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Robert Parrish, and so on and so on. Jordan, age 20, was doing otherworldly things and putting the entire universe on notice.
He's the best athlete, he's one of the best competitors, he's one of the most skilled players, and that to me makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
Now, looking past Michael Jordan, age 20, we have LeBron James, age 21, giving his second go international basketball at the 06 FIBA World Cup. And LeBron in this tournament, he had a stacked roster unlike the 04 Olympics, as on this team had Carmelo, third-team All-NBA, Dwayne Wade, the Finals MVP, Dwight Howard, the NBA's lead rebounder, Chris Paul, the Rookie of the Year and steals leader, Chris Bosh, an All-Star, Joe Johnson, 20-point-per-game scorer, and Elton Brand, a second-team All-NBA player. I don't care what team you're playing, Argentina, Greece, Lithuania, this team, this squad, the talent they had, the skill they had, they should have run the table and won gold at the 06 World Cup. But unfortunately they didn't, losing to Greece 101-95.
Now this is very shoddy work, Pinkman. I'm actually embarrassed for you.
USA getting embarrassed so badly, beaten down by Greece, what did that prompt in 07? Of course, Kobe to come out of the shadows, save USA basketball, and win gold in the Beijing Games. Some fans might say I'm being too harsh, holding one loss against LeBron so heavily, but look, this is the Olympics, USA basketball. The standard is gold and perfection. It's not the NBA Finals, NBA playoffs, where you lose one game here, one game there, and you're fine for game 2, game 3, and so on and so on. This is the Olympics, the best talent we have. We should not lose any game. And speaking of not losing, Michael Jordan's international career, he was 32-0. Kobe, 36-0. LeBron James has 4 L's on that resume. And if you want to talk the biggest failures of the 21st century looking at the Olympics, what's the biggest? 2004 in Greece. LeBron James on that team. The biggest failure in FIBA, what was it? 06 versus Greece. Who was on that team? LeBron James. The NBA Finals, the biggest failure of the 21st century, the Heat versus Mavericks, the Heat lost. Who was on that roster? LeBron James. 3 of the biggest L's of the 21st century belong to LeBron James teams. I want to be very clear in saying this. International play, Olympic play from my standards, the majority of fan standards, has never mattered for the NBA and the quote-unquote GOAT rankings. You've never heard Olympic gold medals, international play, in actual NBA debates. And that's how it's been for all my life and most likely all of yours. The only reason fans are bringing this up now is to benefit LeBron James in his case versus Jordan. And like most LeBron fans, extremely short-sighted, as well as hypocritical. As once again, look at the biggest failures of the 21st century, 3 of them belong to LeBron James. You know who they don't belong to? Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.